The Persona 5X 2.0 livestream has officially concluded, and it can't possibly be longer than the last one, right? Okay. So just like last time, I'm here to quickly deliver you your update information. Because this livestream was actually packed with a ton of news, and a lot of it is kind of insane. Now, let's try to get through this fast because I got somewhere to be. Let's get right on into it. So after a lot of yapping, and when I mean a lot of yapping, I mean about 20 minutes of it, obviously, we're going to be getting the main story, Chapter 3, Phase 1 release. This is going to be the first phase of the third palace. The third palace is actually 4 phases, so this is the first quarter. But don't worry, this palace is huge. There's going to be a lot of content to come with this. Next up, they started talking about Wind, because yes, Wind is coming to the game with the 2.0 update. And there were a ton of people asking me this on stream, so I figured I'll answer it here. They did not confirm any difference in the global version of the game for how you unlock Wind. In the other versions of the game, you cannot pull Wind right when the update dropped. You had to actually complete a main story quest first before she was added to the pool of pullable characters. Wind will not be a raid-up character on Chord's banner, and will most likely be a raid-up character on Summer Closer's banner instead. I'm not going to go too in-depth about this because I will be making a full guide, but the basic rundown of what Wind does is that she is a navigator. She's a very good 4-star navigator. All you need to know is that she helps you down enemies without hitting weaknesses and increases your all-out attack damage by 60%, which is shown on this graphic from the live stream here. The next thing they mentioned was the new areas in Mementos. Mementos is getting a new area, so you can explore more of it with the new palace being added, meaning you can also get more train tickets. They also talked about Wonder getting a new weapon, but that dagger is the Ex Machina. It is the Palace 3 dagger, specifically the Palace 3 Part 1 dagger. The way that this dagger works specifically is that it's based upon the attribute of the persona equipped at the start of battle by Wonder. So for example, if you start the battle with Bishamonten, which is a nuke attribute persona, you will increase the damage of that attribute by 34% and 40% for your other allies. If you were to start with Succubus, for example, you would increase your allies' curse damage by 40%. It is a pretty good dagger. I don't know why they didn't show any graphics of it, but they did show that you can get at least a shard for this weapon within the new Mementos floors, so that's also pretty cool. Next up, they started to talk about gameplay adjustments and difficulty adjustments for Chapter 3. In the Chinese/Asian versions of the game, enemy strength scales based on the player's level. In the Japanese Western versions, enemy strength is set to a fixed value regardless of the player's own level. So basically what this means is that they're changing the game so that when you go to do content, whether that's floors of Mementos or a palace, the enemies will not scale up based upon your Wonder level. The enemies are going to be a fixed level, and this can either make content easier or harder. They didn't say what level this is going to be for the Palace 3. We don't know. But we do know it's being changed to a specific fixed level, and that's all we know. Palace 3 is kind of notorious for being pretty difficult, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. Next up, they started talking about a new explorable area, which is Kichijoji. They showed a bunch about this area on the live stream, showing new shops in which you could buy Wonder some new drip, if your Wonder still has absolutely no clothes, and a new gachapon machine. Why am I the only one that seems excited? There's a shop here as well that you can work at as a new part-time job. With Kichijoji being added, there are 2 new NPC stories. I won't go too in-depth about either of these to avoid spoilers, but you can see both of the characters here, Fumi and Anna. Both of their stories will be available when Kichijoji drops, which means more story content for you guys and more meta jewels as well as rewards. This area has a ton to do, so when it comes to the game, make sure to check it out, go to the shops. After that, they played Chord's trailer and officially announced Chord and her buffs. And yes, you heard me right, Chord buffs. Because for some reason Chord needed buffs. They showed these changes to Chord's kit here with Skill 1 and Skill 2. Skill 1 has had the added effect that it has a chance to shock the main target for 2 turns. And Skill 2 is also changed, that it now increases the target ally's attack by up to 1,220. It was previously 976. These values are at skill level 10. And those are the 2 buffs Chord received to her main skills. So for you all that were excited about Chord, jumping for joy waiting for Chord, yes, she's even more powerful now. Next up, new music being added to the band club. For all of you who like the band club, rejoice because you have new songs to play now. Congratulations. Now we're getting into some of the big things here. They saved the best for last with this update, for sure. We're getting tasks added to the game way earlier than the other versions of the game got them. Tasks are basically the expedition system or the dispatch system if you played any other gacha. You select some characters, you send them out on a task, and they come back with rewards. Depending on which task you choose, the rewards are different, but there's one big one here, and that's the Cognate shards. Us being able to obtain these earlier on Global is honestly huge. The way that they work is after you acquire 60 of these, you're able to unlock 1 awareness for 1 character. And I'm going to get into that right now because it's the next thing I talk about. Collect 60 shards to exchange for the 5-star character's cognitive. These cannot be used to obtain a new character for all of you that ask. This is only used for awarenesses. You have to have the character first. Now, as you can see here, they kind of baited us by only putting the standard banner characters first, but then they cut over to the next page, which shows Yui, Marion, and Joker also being a part of this pool. These are the only limited characters that are going to be a part of this at first. Later on, they will probably add more characters that you can get awarenesses for in this way, but as of right now, you choose between either the standards, Bowie, Marion, or Joker. Now, they talk about this way later in the stream, but I think it slots in here perfectly, so I'm going to go over it now instead. They're going to be giving us 60 free Cognate Shards, so yes, that does mean that we will be getting 1 free 5-star awareness. And you can use this to choose between the standard banner characters, Bowie, Joker, or Marion, which is huge. And it is honestly definitely something to be excited for. Next up, they started talking about how they're adding S levels to the game. S levels are basically just levels beyond level 80 that you can acquire. They don't unlock any new content, but you get Wonder Schema for it. Since a lot of players have already hit level 70 or approaching level 80, I guess they figured that they would add this to the game now. Any XP that you have reserved will retroactively be added to this S level if you are someone who is above level 80. You get S levels the same way you get normal levels, just by playing the game, doing your dailies, getting XP. Your super level will go up, you'll get the Wonder Schema. The next thing that they announced is 4 new revelation cards. More specifically, Virtue, Pleasure, Oppression, and Labor. One of the big ones to be getting here is Labor. It's going to be the best in slot card set for just about all of your navigators. So for Wind, Phoebe, all those characters, you're going to want this card set. It will be coming out with the 2.0 release, so if you get Wind, you can go grab a set of this for her. And next up, they kind of baited us a little bit. They showed us the official live stream gift being 300 metajoules and 300 metajoules for a total of 600, like it has been for the past few live streams. They let that linger on the screen for a little bit, and then they replaced it with this. Instead of 300 and 300, we will be getting 500 and 500, which means every single player will have 1000 metajoules in their mail when they log in after downtime. Just for free. Enjoy. Next up, they showed that the new event is coming out. It's a new mini event. It's called Puzzle. You spend stamina and action points to get puzzle pieces, and you complete the puzzle to earn platinum tickets, metajoules, and more. Pretty standard event. You log in, you do what it asks of you. You get the puzzle pieces, and you get the metajoules, the platinum tickets, the millicoins. But that is the event we will be getting with 2.0. Next up, they showed that they're holding an event for the release of the main story Chapter 3 called Unconditional Love Phase 1. There's a lot going on with this. Let's break it into parts. The first part they showed of this was Kichijoji's adventure, which has a variety of different missions where you can unlock a ton of metajoules and a ton of other rewards, with tasks like doing city life activities in Kichijoji, clearing some city life missions, but there are nice rewards on top of that as well. Next up, they showed a cumulative reward for clearing missions across all 4 of the categories, where you can obtain Wind's exclusive weapon. This is a 4-star weapon, but it's a pretty good event weapon. You will be able to get this weapon up to Forge 6 this way, which is again a big W. A free weapon for a character that's honestly really good is never something to complain about. And next up, they showed the daily login rewards for this patch. Log in for 7 days and get a ton of different rewards, specifically 20 platinum tickets and 20 platinum millicoins. 20 free character and limited weapon pulls, just for logging in for 7 days. The next thing that they announced is an update to the web store. The P5X official store is going to open, which means you can purchase in-game items at a discount through the official store. And all items from the official store will come with bonus metajoules. Now, it says here, plus you can get a little gift with your first purchase from the web store each month, which shows up as some metajoules and platinum millicoins. They then iterate that even if you don't make a purchase, you can still receive these gifts. So they say to make sure to check out the store page to claim them when the store does go up tomorrow. So even if you're free to play, go here. There should be a free reward for you to claim, even if you don't make a purchase. Next up, they started talking about Joker's rerun. In 2.0, Joker will be rerunning alongside Chord for 30 days. So for anyone who didn't get the chance to pick up Joker before, or for anyone who wants some Joker awarenesses, it'll be right there for you, right on banner. They then go on to talk about some future updates, which I'm not going to go too in depth about because they're not coming out tomorrow. But it did confirm some things for us. For one, 110 banner will not be coming with the 2.0 update. This is a future update. Lootfell's business plan EX is still in existence. It is still being planned. They don't go into much detail about it. They kind of just tell us that it exists still. I was honestly hoping for a little bit more information on this, but it's fine. Now, upcoming events and promotions. In 2.0, we're going to be getting an event that increases material drop rates, which I think a lot of us hitting level 70, we need these. It says doubled material drops, 5 out of 5, so it's going to work the same way the current Revelation card event works. The first 5 times a day, you spend stamina to get material drops. The drops will be doubled. And of course, every day, you get a coffee aid thrown on top as well, because why not? They also tell us that around late September, there will be a special promotion where you can select and obtain a 5-star weapon for certain characters. They do not announce the lineup, what characters, what weapons, none of that. They just say it's coming in late September. So be on the lookout for that. Of course, I'll probably make a video on it whenever we get more details. The next thing they announce is a giveaway. But even though I don't like how this giveaway is structured, I'm still going to talk about it. So creators have a chance to win a free chord. Creators go ahead and they post on Twitter, and the 5 posts with the most reposts win 1 free chord. For the viewers, if you like a creator's post on Twitter and you quote repost it with hashtag P5X creator vote, you have a chance to win 5 platinum tickets and 5 platinum millicoins. I still think this is a little bit of a weird setup, but it's not going to stop me from trying to win a free chord. If you want to help me win a free chord, just go to Twitter and repost my tweet. You'll also be entered in the giveaway to win 5 platinum tickets and 5 platinum millicoins. And yeah, that's all the update information coming from the 2.0 live stream. I know it's a ton of information, and I tried to get it to you as fast and concisely as possible because I didn't want this video to be 20 minutes long. If I did help you out, consider subscribing to the channel because, like I said, it really does help me out a lot. And I'd love to see you here again sometime. That's going to be all from me. I'm out. Peace.